Okay, we are starting. So quiet, please, quiet. Okay, Jason, are you going to be boss first or applicant?
I'm boss first.
Okay, good. I want to put this down. Okay, last time. Quiet. I'm going to start deducting points. Okay, so Chung Chu goes first. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Kim. Nice. How do you do?
Nice to meet you. I'm George.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you today.
Thank you very much.
So, why are you interested in being an intern for Korean National Commissions for UNESCO?
Well, I am interested in your offer because I wanted to do something about historical culture in the past.
What is your greatest strength? How do you choose your university?
Well, Gyeongbuk National University is one of the best university in Korea, especially in humanity fields. As a student majoring in history, I chose the Gyeongbuk National University because I wanted to learn high degree history.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is the persistence and analysis of the field of interest. When I interested of the problem, I find it to answer by collecting information and analyzing information. I think this is the greatest strength is in a field of history because which require through historical data collection and analysis capability.
What is your greatest weakness?
I think my great weakness is drivers, thoughts, and behaviors. Because, sometimes this makes me create curiosity, but these driver errors and thought and me make a problem in the most of the time. For example, I talk about conversation with others and test is made a problem.
What makes you angry?
I'm most angry when I take take errors. For example, I take a test or write an assignment. I most I made a lot of trial errors in this situation because this means I made errors by very basic part rather than the understanding contents. And this reason I don't get decent grade for this reason.
What have you learned from your mistakes?
I learned the mistake. I learned once more time. Checking once more time. For earlier definition, and I make a lot of errors, and I wanted to fix the problem. I end work process is checking once more time, and I end up and at end my work process is once more checking.
This is end of our interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't have a more question.
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Zhang. How do you do?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please take a seat.
Thank you. I'm here for an intern at Korean National Archives of Korea.
It's pleasure to meet you today.
Thank you very much.
How chose? So why are interested in internship?
I'm interested because I like to read and study history records, and I want to get some work experience by working as an intern through this opportunity.
How did you choose the university?
When entering high school, I wanted to go to Gyeongbuk National University. So after National College entrance exam, I decided to go to Gyeongbuk National University.
Why?
Because first, my grades were near to this school's entrance qualification. And second, this school was national university, which means school's tuition was lower than other private universities. Last, this school was located near my house, so I thought I would be able to commute to this school every day very comfortably.
How do you best your teacher?
My best teacher was my classroom teacher in the first year of high school.
Why?
At first, adapting to high school life was difficult for me because situations I encountered were different from when I was in middle school. For example, I had to stay at school and study much longer than compared to middle school. My teacher helped me by counseling with me several times when I become exhausted with my school life. He encouraged me and gave some advices to me, so I was able to easily adapt to school life and study more comfortably.
How do you manage your stress and pressure?
When I have lots of stress and pressure, I manage my stress and pressure by going to baseball stadium with my friends and watch baseball.
Why?
Because first, watching baseball is very fun, and second, when watching games, audiences cheer players by shouting slogans or players cheering songs. By cheering players, I can shout as much as I want. So by watching game and cheering players, I can manage my stress and pressure very enjoyably.
What makes you angry?
Repeating mistakes makes me angry.
Why?
I think repeating mistakes means learning nothing from mistakes. I always think I should learn lessons from mistakes. So if I repeat mistakes, I feel like I will learn nothing and did not reflect myself.
This is the end of interview. Do you have any question?
Though I don't have more questions.
Nice. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon.
Donik and Hun, right? Donik. Hun. Let me see. Donik, you're gonna be boss or applicant first? Applicant. Okay. Go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning. And I'm Tue11AM and nice to meet you. My name is Kun. Nice to meet you too. Please take a seat. Thank you. I am here the, for I am here for interview. Samsung Electronic and
Okay, it's pleasure for me to welcome you today.
thank you very much.
Well, I have a few questions for you, and first of all, how do you get interested in marketing at Samsung Electronics Department?
Where I am interested in mm, I am interested in your offer because I work at Samsung Electronic intern in the past.
Okay, my next question is, tell me something about yourself.
My name is Dong and I am a Gyeongbuk National University student. My major is economics and trade. I have done study service market and consumer behavior theory. I would love to bring current skills to your company.
Okay, and what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is social reading. Due to marketing department attribute, we need to talk to someone whom we never seen before. So my strength makes consumer comfortable.
Okay, then what have you learned from your mistakes?
Before I entered university, I went up to speech without thinking. So I heard to many people. Since I entered university, I want to solve this problem. So now I solve this problem. What I want by overcoming this problem is in advancement comment makes hurts to many people and interpersonal relationship.
Okay, my next question is, how has university life prepared you for a career?
In university, I attended to many classes, and I think that the most important class is service marketing and consumer behavior theory. The above two classes is play the most important role in marketing. Also, the student culture, I have learned relationship and responsibility.
Okay, that's my last question, and what is your goals for the next 10 years?
I think that 10 years later, I am becoming a married man and a father of two children. Of course, I would be the most likely person to be nominated for enterprise executive.
Okay, that was my final question. And do you have any questions for me?
I want to know about company welfare.
Well, if you be an intern at our company will assure you to finish work at 6 o'clock. And also our company will provide you the parental leave with the same monthly pay.
Thank you.
Okay, this is ends of our interview today, and thank you for your applying and answers.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Mr. Byung. How do you do?
Nice to meet you. My name is Seong.
Please take a seat.
Today I'm here for the intern at SNU Hospital.
he forgot, you can help him.
Welcome. Each pleasure for me to work with you.
Thank you very much.
So, why you interested in intern at hospital?
Well, I'm interested in your offer because throughout my studies, I get more interested in orthopedic surgery. And SNU Hospital is famous for its latest medical facilities and talented professors. So I think that it would be a best chance for me to get more experience about doctors as a job.
I have some question for you. First, tell me something about yourself.
I majored in medicine at Kyungpoong National University, and I'm here to be an intern at your hospital. First of all, I'm kind of perfectionist, so my inner trait always pursue my best at all of my works, and I also like active works like playing sports.
What is your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is my sociable personality. It's not that hard for me to get along with new colleagues. And I think my other strength is I'm kind of empathetic person. So I'm quite confident at read other person's emotions, and that will help me to deal with patients well.
How do you manage stress and pressure?
When I get lots of stress and pressure, I usually go to movie. And while I watch movie, I can totally concentrate on the main character's life and forget about my stress and pressure. And at the last of the movie, when the main character makes happy endings, it relieves my stress and pressure.
What are your goals for the next 10 years?
First of all, I will graduate from National University and finish my intern and resident process and finally become a university professor. Teaching and treating somebody both meets my interests, and university professor can teach medical college students and also use their medical knowledge at treating their patients by go out for outpatient clinic.
What have you learned for your mistake?
Throughout my mistakes, I've learned that I'm not a talented and perfect man, but have lots of weaknesses. So my mistakes makes me not to be arrogant, but to be a modest man. So after the lesson, I've tried to put more efforts to be prepared in every circumstances.
Do you have any question for me?
I would like to know about the main job of the intern at your hospital.
Intern take care of patient while professor goes to treatment.
Thank you.
This time we have a nice. So I call you in tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, and I'm glad to meet you, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you.
Jimmy and Brett. Jimmy, Brett are good guys. Jimmy,
Yes,
you're gonna be boss or applicant first?
I'm first. The first.
Boss. Okay, go ahead.
You start.
Yeah, go ahead. Start. Yep.
Good morning. I'm Mr. John. Nice to meet you. Good morning. I'm Mr. John. Nice to meet you. Okay, please take a seat. Thank you. I'm here for the police test interview. Okay, it is a pleasure for me. Welcome to police. Thank you. Okay, why are you interested in being a police officer? I'm interested in police long before, and I think I can make responsibility from this job. So, it's good. Okay, we start the interview. tell me about your education.
I graduated from Hyundai High School in Busan, and I'm second grade of Gyeongbuk National University.
Okay, I like Busan. How did you choose your university?
I went to go university in Seoul or Busan, but my high school third grade teacher recommended Gyeongbuk National University.
Who was your best teacher and why?
My high school third grade teacher was the best. Thanks to him, I was able to enter Gyeongbuk National University and pass the practice test.
He's a good teacher. Yes. How do how do you manage your stress and pressure?
I like baseball very much, so I go to baseball stadium and relieve the stress by cheering.
I like baseball too. Okay. What are your goals for the next 10 years?
I want to buy a car and marry with my wife and pass the grades test.
Okay. Today is end of interview. And do you have anything to say?
When is the date of test or failure?
Maybe I announce the next Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I hope you pass. Thank you.
I hope you hear to you from soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Byung. Nice to meet you.
Good morning. My name is Jung Jimin. Nice to meet you. Please. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure for me you welcome today. So, why are you interested in LG and R&D?
When I was young, I like observing and developing. So my dream is a researcher in LG.
Good motivation.
Yes, thank you.
Let's start with you. How do you manage your stress and pressure?
I'm climbing Jongbyeong Mountain in Changwon. When climb mountain, I make a sound and sweat, so stress was disappear.
What is your greatest strength?
My advantage is responsibility. Responsibility was created by high school and university representative experience. I'll do my best.
Tell me about your education.
I graduated in Myeonggong High School in 2011. Then I entered the Chundan National University, but I dislike my major and I want to study in the better university. So after military, I entered the Gyeongbuk National University. So now I'm third grade.
Good choice. Thank you. How do you describe yourself?
I like a chicken. Chicken wake up early in the morning. I'm diligent. I am diligent like chicken, and chicken make people happy with eggs and meat. I sacrifice for people like chicken.
Who was your greatest teacher and why?
Kim Sung Nam is my best teacher. Best teacher in sixth grade of elementary school. She always cheered me and she helped me my study. So I interested in studying.
She was good teacher for me.
This she was good.
And do you have any question for me?
When is the date of the test?
I will announce next Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I want this
End of our interview today.
video. Thank you.
Jae-ho and Jae-hoon. Group 4, Jae-ho, Jae-hoon, Jae-hun. Jae-hun,
Here.
boss or applicant first? Applicant, okay, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Chang Ho, and nice to meet you.
My name is nice to meet you.
Okay. Please take a seat.
Thank you. I'm here for the constable of the police.
Okay. I'm very pleasure for me to welcome you. Welcome to police office.
Thank you very much.
First, why are you interested in being a police officer?
I'm interested in your offer because I like to fight criminals against with my co-worker, and I have admired the police officer for 10 years.
Okay. And how would you describe yourself?
I describe myself as a effort person because I didn't have any talent, but I overcome many things within my effort. For example, I didn't have any exercise ability and muscle to enjoy them. But when I started exercise first, I efforted very much. Eventually, I have got some muscle to enjoy. So I noticed that I am genius of the effort.
How do you prepare your test or exams?
I prepare my exams when study first started. For example, I review what I have lesson after finishing class, and next day I review what I did yesterday. And with this method, I could review this subject total as 7 times a week. As I have studied this subject very much, I could prepare my exam perfectly.
Describe your work or study style. Please.
My style is that I note everything as I could as possible. I often forgot what I have to memorize, so I write everything. Note is very useful when I study alone after finish class. It is also important in workplace. If I should not note what my senior said, I could not adapt the workplace because of my much mistakes. So my style is noting.
What gave you learned from your mistakes?
What I have learned my mistakes is that I must listen carefully what other person said. When I was young, I didn't do that. So I often forgot what my teacher said, which is very important. So eventually, I couldn't prepare my exam or homework. It is also adapted when I talk with my friends too. I usually didn't know meeting time or place. So I resolved to solve this problem to listen others speaking carefully.
And what are your goals for 5, 10, and 15 years?
My next 5-year goal is to be a police officer, but not only just a police officer studying about that, but also doing other things very well, like exercise, sports, conversation. So I want to be a police officer of versatile talent.
Okay. Do you have any Yeah, my next 10-year goal is to be a top of Daegu police station. I want to terminate all crimes in Daegu. All my dreams, I would be a top. And my next 15-year goal is to be a top of police. If I will be a top, I will erase all crimes in Korea. You will be a good police officer. Okay, thank you.
Do you have any question for me?
I want to know, when did you happy during police officer?
Oh, I felt happy when I handcuffed the criminals because it reminds me of the contribution of the lowering the rates of crime. So it makes me very happy.
Okay. Next interview is really good, and thank you. Thank you very much.
Change it, yeah.
That's good.
Okay, okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Jin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My name is Chang Ho Lee.
Take us, please.
Okay. I'm here for the financial accounting department in Korean Gas Corporation.
Welcome to Korea Gas Corporation. Why are you interested in being a financial department?
Oh, I want to build a meaningful career for the civil and the government. And also I want to make a career for the financial field too. So I apply here.
And tell me something about yourself.
I graduated the Oseong High School and Gyeongbuk National University. In there, I was a volunteer for more than 3 years in volunteer clubs, and also I did many part-time jobs such as private lesson or teacher as an academy. So I can understand other people's opinion easily and other people's behavior.
Okay. And what is your greatest strength?
Oh, my greatest strength is ability to work together with other people. In the university, I was a volunteer for 3 years, and in there, as a leader, I worked for 6 months, and so I can work with other people easily and work with other organizations such as the orphanage. So my greatest ability to work together with other people.
Okay. But what is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is too much thinking of perfection. Okay. Why I worked and in work, it isn't of bad quality,
Okay.
but it makes me uncomfortable. So I'm afraid of that because there is something mistake about it.
Oh.
So to solve this problem, I think not too much of the perfection. Nowadays, it goes better.
And how has university life prepared you for your career?
What I prepared for my career in university is major knowledge. I studied a lot of major knowledge because of the experience in preparing the certified public accountant test, which is the hardest test in business administration field. So I'm very confident in my major knowledge, more than undergraduate studies.
Are you a team player?
Yes. In my definition to team play means being a part of a group. So I did many team player works in class in which the team player is essential. In there, I was a leader many times and I do it very successfully. So it was rewarding to being a part of a team. So I think I'm a team player.
Okay. And do you have any question for me?
What are the challenges which is facing the company right now?
Okay. Currently, our government is emphasis on eco-friendly environment. So we are conscious of sustainable management, low carbon operation, safety environment management. So we stress on innovation, which is related with them. Okay. Okay, this ends our interview. I'm very interested in your answer. Thank you.
Rain and Ji-hoon, right? Rain, Ji-hoon. Okay. Ji-hoon, you gonna be the boss first or applicant? Boss. Okay.
How do you do? My name is.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Kim Lee.
Yes, please take a seat.
Oh, thank you. I'm here for internship at Foreign Ministry of Korea.
It is a pleasure for me to welcome you today.
Thank you very much.
So, why are you interested in Foreign Ministry of Korea?
I'm interested in your offer because I want to do diplomatic activities.
Tell me your education.
Yes, I graduated from Midterm High School. I practice English conversation, so I won second prize in English speech contest. But I attend Gyeongbuk National University, majoring in politics and government. I'm active member of school volunteer club.
How do you prepare for exam or test?
2 weeks before the test, I summarize all subjects. First of all, I study subject which require memorization. Then, in this way, I don't have to stay up all night before the test.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is communication with people skill. I'm good at talking to one another to solve someone's trouble. Then I can gain the person's trust.
How do you manage your stress or pressure?
When I get stressed, I play outside with people, eating the delicious foods. Then later, my anxiety is easy.
What is your course next for the next 10 years?
Since I was young, my dream is to bring Korean culture from countries which are overseas. So for the next 10 years, I want to bring one of them to teaching theater.
Do you have any question for me?
No, I don't have any question.
This ends our interview today. Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon.
You don't have to switch. You can stay.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Miss Kim.
Nice to meet you. My name is Park Ji-hyun.
Please take a seat.
Thank you. I'm here for the marketing position at Samsung.
Really, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you today.
Thank you.
Let's start. Why are you interested in being a marketing position at Samsung?
I'm interested in your offer because I like marketing.
Tell me your education.
I graduated Gyeongsang High School and now I'm studying psychology at Gyeongbuk National University. 2 years ago, I received silver medal in the scientific test. Recently, I had an experience promoting the wedding hall.
How do you prepare for tests or exams?
First, I read all the story twice. And second, I underline in the important parts. Last, I memorize that.
What is your greatest strength?
I'm good at knowing other people's feelings because I read a lot of books about psychology. The positive side of it is that I don't have any problem with people around me.
How do you reduce your stress or pressure?
When I feel stress, I go outside, play soccer, or I sing a song.
Finally, what are your goals?
Next 10 years, I want to meet a good partner and make a happy family.
Do you have any question for me? Yes. This ends our interview. It was nice meeting you. Thank you.
Okay, good. One more. Ho-sun, Hee-young, come on up. Ho-sun, Hee-young. Ho-sun, Hee-young, no, not here. Missing. Ho-sung and Hee-young. Then Hee-young, are you gonna be the boss or applicant first? Who's the applicant first?
Can I examine?
We go now.
Let's start.
There's not enough time next time. We go, who's applicant first? Hee-young, applicant? Boss? Okay, go ahead, let's go.
Morning, Mr. Chen. I'm Mr.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. Nice to meet you. My name is Hyung.
Let's take a seat.
Thank you very much.
First, I have some questions to you. First, tell me about your education.
I graduated from the German school in 2014, and I recently graduated from Midterm High School in 2017. Now I am studying in School of Medicine at Gyeongbuk National University now.
Tell me your study about.
I enjoy studying in a team or with other people. I also enjoy club activities such as speech drama and debates. My personality like this will discover due to internship at your organization.
I understand. Tell me how do you manage your stress?
When I feel stressed, I find peace through meditation. I also read novels and watch movies. I taking a trip is the thing that I like most. I recently traveled to Taiwan and hope to visit many countries around the world.
Finally, tell me your final.
I study medicine so that I can become a doctor and contribute to public health.
Yeah, I understand you. I heard you very much. Thank you for applying for our internship program.
I hope to hear you from you soon.
So go ahead, yeah. Yeah, just go ahead, yeah. Start.
Good morning, Mr. My name is Hyunsu. Nice to meet you.
Good morning, Mr. Shin. My name is Lee.
Take a seat. Tell me about your education.
I graduated Yongnam Middle School in 2013, and I recently graduated Daehan High School in 2016. But I didn't get a good score in college entrance exam, so I did it again. Now I am a student of Gyeongbuk National University.
How you manage your stress?
First, I love to go to a theater to watch a movie like action and romance movies. Action movies contain a lot of violence scenes. The violence scenes remove stress to me. And I love to play soccer or badminton.
Tell me about your work or study style.
I think I am a social style. I am a member of soccer club in school. As you know, soccer is team play or cooperation with each other. Also, I get a good score in group assignment in a cultural project.
What's your final goal?
I want to found a free hospital in undeveloped country. I want to help poor and sick people, treat them.
Thank you for applying our hospital.
Thank you very much. I hope you succeed.
You good? You good? You guys are good? Don't calm down, you did it, you're fine. He's all like, you did fine, you're good. All right, now we are out of time. So everyone else can on Thursday. Also Thursday, listen. Thursday, I'm gonna give you back your writing homework on Thursday too. You get your writing homework back on Thursday, okay? You wanted before. I will give you your writing homework. I will give you your writing homework, okay? No, you don't have homework. Okay, I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye.